Your choice, your voice, your vote is your business. You vote what you believe in, and it is your constitutional right. Hello, everyone. You are watching On Camera, and I'm your host with Mike Bello, the only one. Call or text your friends and tell them to watch this segment of On Camera and encourage them to share it with others so together we can have open discussions and stay informed. We are in November 2024, just a few days away from the presidential election voting time, and perhaps so many of you are still pondering on who of the two candidates to vote for due to the brainwash generated by the mainstream media, smearing the candidate whom they are against. Politics is not any game, but rather a chess play, which requires the highest level of thinking and strategic plans in order to become the winning player. Politics is an art as it is also a science, for it is not for the majority to comprehend the final objective. In our political system, we have had for a long time two parties breathing on each other's neck in order to seemingly be seen as the People's Party, when in fact each one of them is securing its political existence and power longevity. Every 4 years, during campaigning time, some of you have the opportunity to shake the hands of some candidates in your community, only to see them again in the next quest for your vote. In every presidential or election term, we have had elected candidates who have disappointed us time after time. But yet, we continue to be fooled by the next candidate who promises us the moon. As a political candidate or as a citizen, one better knows that when the propaganda machine is against you, that they will paint you as the most evil creature to ever live on earth, and that we must be aware that no one is exempt when it is your turn to face the machine. We have an obligation as individuals to do some critical thinking by asking ourselves some key questions when we see the media trying to castigate someone whom we don't really know much about on a personal level, other than what the media are feeding us with through their tubes. With time and experience, many of us have come to realize that the role of the mainstream media or journalism ought to play in our society has totally veered off the moral route and responsibilities as they have headed toward a more profitable earning venues instead of keeping the politicians and members of society accountable and to keep them on their best behavior. Thanks to the invention of the internet, the world has now the ability to connect with each other in an instant when it comes to information sharing. And as a result, each and every one of us now doesn't have to solely depend on the corrupted mainstream networks to ingest in us their fabricated lies and plots, gearing to their own agendas and interests. Gracefully, we now have a multitude of independent journalistic individuals to help us analyze both sides of the spectrum so that we can make better educated guesses or better critical thinking. On Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, every American citizen has the constitutional freedom to exercise their voting right however they please at the voting booth without the fear of any repercussion. Be aware that choosing who to vote for and for whatever reason is something that is highly personal and also your right that is to be respected. No one has any obligation whatsoever to disclose his or her voting choice or decision that you think is personal. No one has to feel bullied or pressured on their personal choice or voting decision either. Your choice on who to pick as your candidate doesn't have to be made on identity politics or any fleeting emotions, but rather on solid policies, competence, and execution and the country's interests. Some of us are just tired with the infinite and endless game created by the media and our politicians in order to keep all of us divided for their own controlling agenda and benefits. So, go ahead and cast your vote for the candidate of your choice with no shame whatsoever. Isn't it what democracy should look like? Except if they want to sell you with an optical illusion. The right to free speech and ideas are what we must be steadfast and fighting for, Otherwise, there is no democracy. Please don't forget to subscribe and share the link. I'm with Mac Biddle for On Camera. Until the next time.